The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Is he that good player from, was he from Algona?
You better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it, like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Dimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection, connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8.
Welcome back to Spirit Lake High School, our second game of our twin bill. Here tonight, Metro Sports TV and CF Industries is proud to present live high school basketball here at Spirit Lake as the Central Lyon Lions will take on the Spirit Lake Indians here tonight. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school sports, streaming across the Midwest, now featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, the Lakes region, and on demand wherever you may be and whatever device that you like to use. And always find us on Metro Sports TV on YouTube and KCAU Channel 9, KFFY Channel 13, Dakota News Now in Sioux Falls, Premier Communication, and on Fox Sports Radio For the best in live televised high school sports, watch Metro Sports TV all season long. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Schultz, as I am happy to be here tonight in the Lakes region as we get the 13-3 Spirit Lake Indians, ranked number 10 in Class 3A. After a spirited girls basketball game, we saw an outstanding Central Lyons team that's ranked 6th handle the Indians tonight with a late surge in the fourth quarter. Outstanding team, and they are going to be a big threat in the playoffs. Welcome again tonight. Highlights you can see tonight on KCAU Sports Zone at 10:20 with Anthony Mitchell. You can see that each and every night as we get set for this basketball game, as tonight we're presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Joining me tonight is the man you just heard do the play-by-play game, Rob Maynard, looking for a good basketball game tonight.
Oh, it should be an outstanding matchup. Once again, we're excited to see these two groups get at each other here on the basketball floor. Of course, both teams have such powerful football teams, and good to see here. Of course, the girls' basketball was quite a matchup as Central Lyon Lions were able to spread it out in the fourth quarter after pretty much a back-and-forth affair all the way through the first three.
Indeed. Looking forward. We're going to have a busy week at Metro Sports TV. Please go to Metro Sports TV, our website, for all the schedules, including tomorrow's doubleheader at East Slamma-Jamma against rival Sergeant Bluff. And then Friday, we have quite a bill for you. Number 1 ranked Abraham Lincoln of Council Bluffs against East Slamma-Jamma. And then we'll talk all about Saturday, as we've got all kinds of good basketball, the West Des Moines Valley Shootout, and it's going to be a good one. Tonight's basketball game, the starting lineups for Spirit Lake. They'll start Sam Hendrickson, the 6'2 senior, averaging 6 points a game. Cade Lunt, the 6'4" All-State quarterback, averaging 7.4 per game. And then the terrific three, the law firm of Stecker, and Waltz. Dylan Stecker, averaging 22 points per game. He is a 6'5 senior. His twin brother, Ethan Stecker, averaging 12.2 points per game. And the outstanding junior point guard, Wesley Walls, the 6' junior, averaging 15 points per game, 5 assists, 4 steals. Wesley can do it all. The head coach for Spirit Lake is Coach Paul Brown. For the Lions, they'll go tonight with Corey Shirk. He's a 6'1" senior, averaging 12 points per game. At the other guard will be Drew Cooper Schmidt, averaging 4.4 points per game. And the other guard will be sophomore Larry Koob, averaging 5 points per game. Up front, they will have Ephraim Hofert, 6'7" senior, averaging 15 points per game. And he does the lion's share of rebounding, of 9 rebounds per game. Yes, that pun was intended. And up front, Matthew Ebert, a 6'2" senior, averaging 6 points per game. The head coach is Ben Gerleman, and Ben Gerleman was an outstanding basketball player at Northwestern. And nice to see Ben, outstanding star at Creston, went to Northwestern, and going to test it out in the coaching field.
Well, he's got experience in that end of it, so you know those kids have that drive and desire to continue to teach it, and you're only as good as those you learn from, and you can really learn from some really good coaches he played for.
Well, we were looking at the schedule as Central Lyon comes in at 3-13, but that schedule they've played, Unity Christian, MOC, West Lyon, played quite a schedule.
Yeah, that's a juggernaut of teams you play in that Siouxland Conference, so don't be surprised by their record. They're going to come in here and battle really hard with Spirit Lake.
Well, we've seen a lot of close games. Coach Paul Brown finally feels his basketball team is playing much better. Said they had a little bit of a slump, had some illnesses, but they've been really rolling as of late, including a big win over a Cherokee team just last week.
Yeah, pretty tough Cherokee team. So that's kind of a signature game here in the lineup of teams Spirit Lake has played this year.
Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Sioux City Tarps, and we are underway as the Lions control the tip, and Matthew Elbert, the senior guard, will bring it up. Little handback series to start it off as these teams are ready to go. Spirit Lake in their home whites with the red trim and the dark purple and gold for the Lions. As they spin it around in the corner, they go to Ephraim Hobart. They kick it out, long three, up and good. Knocking that one in was Corey Sirk, who averages 12 points a game. Corey hits his 28th three-pointer of the season, and just like that, the Lions lead 3-0. Do not be fooled by this schedule. Long three put up by this record. That schedule is awful tough as Sam Hendrickson, who's starting to come on. Sam was shooting, coming off the football season, but now he's starting to pick it up, averaging 6 points a game. Hits a three to tie it up. Pass into no man's land, caught by Holford, and then he throws it in no man's land, and it's picked up by Ethan Stecker, who barrels in, can't hit the layup. Rebound pulled off by Holford, who averages 9 rebounds a game, does the 6'7" senior. Good-looking player in Holford, and he makes a nice catch there. Discontinued dribble, so it's not a double dribble, and they swing it around. We're tied at 3, pair of three-pointers just to start off. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports on our big Monday game of the week. How about that, Rob?
Well, Monday night basketball, you know where I'd like to be.
Georgetown, Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. Remember those days?
Holy cow, there were some good ones back then.
Long three put up as the shot clock was going off. It's missed, no good. Rebound pulled off by the ever-present Wesley Walls. Wesley does it all. Set up three, put up, no good by Dylan Stecker, and don't be fooled by that because Dylan's an outstanding three-point shooter, hitting 44% this season. Holford for three. That one's going to rattle off, no good. Rebound pulled off by Dylan Stecker, who also pulls down 9 rebounds a game. The stat lines on some of these kids are just incredible. But that's what the shot clock will do for you, right, Rob?
Yeah, it certainly makes a difference, and don't have a lot more opportunities to get the ball up.
Speaking of stats, Caden Lunt had over 40 touchdown passes. Nice pass assist in there to Ethan Stecker. And the big senior going to Iowa State, averaging 12 points a game, lays that one in. Didn't dunk it, which surprises me.
Thought he was going to throw that one down. I was ready for it here.
Holford barrels in, and he scores 15 points a game, 9 rebounds. Outstanding player is Holford. They swing it around as Coach Ben Gerleman, Northwestern star, looks like he wants to get out there and play. He's in the defensive stance and all.
You got to be excited when you're a coach and teaching these young players, and some great basketball over at Central Lyon over the years.
Indeed. And football.
Outstanding athletes, I guess I should say.
There's just been a few. They swing it around, and the Lions will look for a shot, a long shot for 3, and knuckleball put up by Sirk. It's no good. And here come the Indians. 5-5 score. As they spin it around. We'll be here Friday night for the Spirit Lake Esterville, the old battle. Walls 3, leaves that short. And here come the Lions. A lot of basketball on Metro Sports TV. Shout out to the Ross boys watching in and listening in tonight. They did such a great job with the wrestling. Joe Viss on the production the other night in Sioux Center. Step through, and a couple of steps as Dylan Stecker takes the Euro step and the East Asia step too, and got away with it.
Yeah, you know, Euro step is tough for us old guys to come into familiarity with it. But let's get back to that wrestling a little bit, Pat. The numbers that during that wrestling tournament match, regional, that Ross boys put on, and Joel Viss, an excellent job on the production. The Central Lyon folks, you know, you can't help but thank them. And, you know, Steve Harmon, I don't know if you know Steve Harmon, but he was a principal at West Sioux. He went principal at Remsen Union, and now he is over at Central Lyon. Guys like him and Jason Engelman, another West Sioux guy that I'm familiar with. Outstanding group over there at Central Lyon.
Well, when you flipped me the numbers on that on my way home from Sioux Center, I was stunned. And we'll see you February 15th. As the Ross boys will be doing district wrestling. A little pull away shot, but a travel after a terrific catch by Zach Dreth, a 6'4" junior, and something tells me Zach did pretty well on the football field.
You might think so there.
His shoulders go from one side of the lane to the other. 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Both teams off to a slow start, as you saw Ethan Stecker miss a couple of free throws. Ethan, normally a pretty good free throw shooter. Wesley Walls kicks it over, and Sam Hendrickson. We can see Sam really picking it up as aggressive as he's been offensively lately. Wesley steps through, puts it in. Wesley Walls, the standout junior, scores. Shout out to his dad, John, my former teammate at the best basketball team in Northwest Iowa. Never made it to state. Kept losing sub-state games. Shot put up, blocked away, and Walls comes up with it. And here he comes, Wesley Walls. A little jump pass. Goes into J.D. Snyder, another outstanding football player. J.D. puts it off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebound ripped down by Corey Sirk. 7-5, and somewhat of a we knew it would be physical on the way up here. We thought, okay, who wins the football game between these two? We might find out right here.
Good battle, that's for sure. You expect it with athletes.
Little shooter play set up by Holford, and he knocks that one in. Big three at 6'7". He has 5 to get things rolling here early.
You're pretty comfortable with that shot. He just squared it up above his head. Jumper knocks her down.
Leaving J.D. Snyder if he wants it. J.D. can have that shot all day. And I'd like to see him hit him, see if they come out of that. 2-3 zone played by the Lions. And caught Wesley on a little hop, skip, and a jump. And the ball will go back over Central Lyon. And as we mentioned, do not be fooled by that record, because they have played a lot of good teams and a lot of good teams tough. And we knew they'd come in here and play well.
Yeah, just the physicality that you learned in that Siouxland Conference. And, you know, like I say, you know these teams from Central Lyon are going to have good athletes.
Lions handle the zone trap sent out by Coach Brown and get things set up here. Handback series by the Lions as they try to get things going. Tanner Linscomb has come into the game, and there's a 3 knocked in by Matthew Elbert. And Elbert, who averages 6 a game, is halfway there, and it's 11-7. Central Lyon leads and almost come up with a steal. But we've seen the Spirit Lake team, not the fastest starters this season. Long 3 put up, no good by Ethan Stecker. Pulled off by Snyder. Nice pass inside as Dylan Stecker tries to muscle in, goes up. Going to get a call and a bailout, and Central Lyon fans bench, and Coach Gerleman didn't quite agree with that one.
He wasn't in favor of that one whatsoever.
And so
we're gonna have a little conversation with the official on it as well. He said, I never got that in all my years of playing. I don't know how you call it here.
He was out there knocking down threes. Free throw up, no good by Dylan Stecker. 22 points a game for Dylan. Outstanding year. And 70% free throw shooter. That one's in and out. And pulls the string on that one off, no good, but Snyder skies up for the rebound. Pick it out, and Dylan's going to try, and they're going to get him for a little makeup call right there by the underneath official as he looked through 7 bodies to call that. Now Coach Brown wasn't happy with that one. But turnabout is fair play right there, or fair play is turnabout, let's put it that way.
Little gamesmanship between these officials and the coaches.
I thought they did an outstanding job during the girls' game.
Yeah, this is a good crew. I like the way they let them play. When it didn't matter, if it didn't change course of the basketball, they let that little bump and grind go. I like to see that. So
Cooper Winkle has checked in for the Indians, and they will call fouls 50 feet away from the basket if you put your hands on a dribbler. So we like that too. Good overplay by Wesley Walls, who is also an outstanding defensive player. And you're going to enjoy watching him tonight if you have not seen Wesley Walls play. I don't like to remind his daddy John about this, but he's a whole heck of a lot better than Johnny. Johnny was a lot of fun. He was a great teammate and just a great guy. Under a minute to go, 11-7. Central Lyon leads as they go to the corner. Long 3 put up and well short. J.D. Snyder with a great block out, and here comes the Indians on the run. Cooper Winkle, we've seen make some plays off the bench this season. Gets set. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And Walls is going to do a little step back three and knock it in. Wesley Walls, 37% from the three-point line. Gets his 5th point of the game, and with under 20 seconds to go, it's a 1-point game. Central Lyon leads as both teams try to get their flow here towards the tail end of the first quarter. Dribble drive in, knocked away by Cooper Winkle. And we're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to go over to the Indians, so they possibly could get the last shot. And quickly, Coach Brown sends in his offensive threats, including Ethan Stecker, who we have seen is very good at getting offensive rebounds on short clock plays.
He is very active on that. It's almost like it's a set play as he goes to the glass for the offensive rebound and let the other guys shoot.
Hendrickson swings. They go right inside. Dillon puts it on the floor. Too many Lions in there clawing away, and they knock the ball away. No shot. We're going to end the first quarter. Very spirited first quarter indeed. Two outstanding teams playing here tonight. It's 11-10 here on Metro Sports TV.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
We're back. Tonight's basketball game is presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Thanks to all of our advertisers, including Central Bank, for 90 Motor Cars, Greenberg's Jeweler, Sioux City Tarps, and stay tuned for our Baumgars post-game show. And you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy of Allstate Insurance. Indians come out with a trap off the dead ball, the timeout, and they come up with it. Nice adjustment by Coach Brown. Long three put up, no good by Dylan Stecker. It was just a little bit off, but we've seen the Indians start slow, and then they seem to get things rolling.
Yeah, look for them to get more active on that inside two-man game.
Ephraim Holford has hit one three-pointer. He drifts off to the corner. He's looking for one, isn't he, Rob?
Yeah, that's his spot over there. He likes to set it up.
Good defense by Ethan Stecker as he knew that. You're not going to get another free look from that corner. He already showed us you can make one. As 8 on the shot clock, they run it down, looking. Little pull away off the glass, no good by Surk. Rebound Indians, and here they come. Caden Lunt fires it around the horn. As checking in is Bennett Stecker, 6'4" sophomore, and Bennett is still growing. And we always talk about, imagine the backyard football games at the Stecker household in Thanksgiving, as Dylan Stecker does what Dylan Stecker does, gets stopped, sticks with it, muscles in a basket, and has a chance for a conventional three-pointer. Dylan Stecker, his first two of the night.
Yeah, he really stuck with that. And just his strength overall, he's able to power that up in contact.
A couple of good former at free throw up and good by Dylan Stecker. Both coaches, Coach Paul Brown was the quarterback of that state championship team in Spirit Lake, their first one. And then Coach Garleman was outstanding, and that little half-court trap seems to be causing some problems again. Another turnover.
Yeah, they just didn't realize where they're at with that clock, and your internal clock sometimes doesn't work as fast as the clock on the scoreboard.
Well, they had the guard-to-guard pass right, but they have to get a little closer and get in the front court. Long three put up. Well, it's out, no good. Great block out by Central Lyon, and here they come. Holford looks, goes inside, and we got a good form tackle in there. And as we said, this would be a good football game as Logan Kobe recovers the fumble, but it's going to go back over to the Indians. Metro Sports TV, a lot of good basketball on this week, including the West Des Moines Valley State Crossover Series, they call it, Rob. Triple header. Sticking in that zone are the Lions, and they're looking to shoot them out as Bennett Stecker knocks one in. A three-pointer by the sophomore, and slapped away by Caden Lunt. And here come the Indians. Here's Bennett Stecker on the run. Going to try to go the distance, and ball knocked away by Elbert. Nice play, and chased down, picked up by Kobe, and here comes Elbert. He comes on the run. They swing it around. 16-11. 9-0 run by the Indians is stopped right there as Holford hits his second three. Quick timeout by Coach Gerlman. We'll take one with him at 16-14 when we come back. The Indians lead.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back, 16-14. Big three-pointer by Ephraim Holford as he knocks that second three of the game. He has 8, does a 6'7" senior. So Holford off to a good start. And the Indians will come out against that 2-3 zone. Wesley Walls slips through the baseline, gets open, in and out, no good. Rebound Dylan Stecker, and he'll go to the line. And as called as the game goes on, the big fellas just find their groove, and then they start dominating inside on the offensive glass. So Dylan Stecker will go to the line where he's 2 for 4 on the night. And rolls that one in. February basketball, girls tournament starts in a couple of weeks. Boys will follow as it's just flying by. Rob, I think this is game number 80 for Metro Sports basketball game already this winter. Second one's up and good.
I thought it was 180.
You've worked plenty of them. 18-14. Rob Maynard, our outstanding basketball guru, as we call him, just loves the game. Big asset here at Metro Sports. Does it all for us. Figures things out that somebody certainly can't. Good defense again by the Indians as Bennett Stecker has been a big part as he chases that one down. Has a 3 earlier, has a rebound and a steal. Comes up with another one, and speaking of steals, nice quick hands by the Lions as Dylan Stecker puts that ball on the floor quite a bit, but he continues to do it, and most of the time it pays off. Corey Sirk made a good play. Corey off to a good start, making plays for the Lions. 18-14 is your score on the Premier Communications scoreboard. Nice kick inside, getting too deep, but they spin it out. Holford for another 3. That one's a little long. Rebound ripped down by Wesley Walls, and Wesley's going to bring it up in a hurry. Secondary break to Dylan Stecker. Great catch inside by Cade Lunt. Can't hit the shot. Rebound Lions. Chance to cut it to 2 or 1 with a 3. Need a little help there, and he's calling for it as Coach Brown wanted a 5 count, was going to get there close. Long three put up off, no good by Eric Austin, just a freshman at 6'3". He looks like he's going to be 6'7" by next year. Pass inside again. Stecker puts the ball on the floor, and it's stolen away by Cirque. Dribble drive and scoring in. They're going to call a foul on Wesley Walls. His second. That's a great drive and score by Elbert, who's playing very well. Makes it 18-16. He'll go to the line for the conventional three-point play. Nice play.
Yeah, that was a really nice cut there, and fine. Went up hard on contact. Used the window. Just all your proper mechanics and fundamentals there.
Elbert, a 72% free throw shooter. 6-foot senior. Pulls a string on that, misses it. And Cade Lunt, outstanding student athlete. Emphasis on student, all-state quarterback. Led the Indians to the state championship game. Staying in that zone is Coach Gerliman. Hendrickson dribble drives, ball slapped away. Snyder picks it up, the ball again slapped away by these tenacious Lions as Austin, the freshman, comes up with 3 minutes to go. They swing it around. Hofert, Cade Lunt doesn't get to the spot before Hofert. They're going to call a foul as both teams, only 2 fouls. Of course, we have the 5 fouls before you start shooting 2. We still don't like that rule. We want the 1-on-1 back. I don't mind it the first 3 quarters, but on the 4th, get rid of it. Lob inside to Hofert, goes up, and Caden Lunt's going to pick up 2 quick fouls, and he shows his frustration there. Wasn't happy with the first call, but the second one, that was a tough stop. At 6'7", Caden can really jump, and he's 6'4", but 6'7" is 6'7".
Yeah, you got a little bit of a wingspan and reach about 9 feet or 9.5 feet with that body.
67% free throw shooter is Hofert. Can't rattle that one in. And we'll look for his 9th point. A chance to cut it within 1 for Central Lyon. Too hard off the bracket, and Bennett Stecker has been a strong contributor here off the bench. Just a sophomore. He has the ball top of the key. And go ahead and put it up, Bennett. You hit one there earlier.
Let's get a little deeper in the shot clock. He will let it fly.
Yeah, Hendricks is going to let her fly and knock it in. Sam is really starting to come around. Knocks that one down, averaging 6 points a game. That's what he has already in this game, and it's 21-16. Largest lead of the night for the Spirit Lake Indians, coming in at 13-3. Hofert dribble drives, gets cut off by great defense by Hendrickson and Bennett Stecker. He's going to try it again, tries to muscle one up, can't hit it. Weak side rebound by Cooper Winkle, who's in the game. And here come the Indians. Sam Hendrickson was expecting someone to cut to the basket. They didn't. They turn it over. Long three is in it. Rattles home. Nice shot by Eli Groen, a freshman at 6'1". So Coach Gerliman's going to the bench, and those freshmen are showing a little moxie.
Yeah, you come in and you shoot.
Well, you know our theory. Shoot it before you throw it away in high school basketball. 21-19 is your score. Discontinued dribble. Bennett Stecker steps in. Dylan Stecker's going to do a little fade off the glass. Can't hit. Rebound pulled off by Eli Groen. And a chance to tie or take the lead after trailing just by 5. And a very fast-moving first half. Very well officiated game, by the way. You guys are doing an outstanding job. Hobart for 3, a little out of his range. You don't like to see a pound dribble if you're ever going to shoot it from that far. Went with a flat-footed one, and Coach Gerliman can probably hit that, but maybe when you get to college there for Hofert. Timeout called by Spirit Lake. It's 21-19. When we come back, the Indians will have the ball, try to increase their lead.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Family First Dental with 30 locations across northwest Iowa and northeast Nebraska. For all your dental needs, go to Family First Dental and our good friend Dr. Barr. I don't get to see him enough.
Hey,
he's chasing Creighton around the country.
Yeah.
Since they joined the Big East, I never see him.
Yeah, he enjoys that Creighton basketball. There's no doubt about it.
He does. Our good friend, Dr. Doug Barr from Family First Dental. Go to our Twitter and Facebook page, give us some likes and some follows, and then go to our website, Metro Sports TV, for all of our scheduling, all of our features, including game highlights. Coach Brown out of the timeout comes up with a nice set play, and flashing in was Ethan Stecker, and nice looking play there with Ethan coming hard. Foul called on the floor. 3 team fouls, and Coach Gerleman's going to send in his shooters here. Take the big boys out, get a stop, and let's see what happens. As watching the position jockeying going down low as Dylan Stecker's getting triple teamed.
Good idea.
He goes up, sits a little pick and roll back. Nothing there. Wesley Walls on the shooter play, knocks it in. So they go with the old-fashioned shooter play. They were worried about the post, and Wesley Walls hits his second 3 of the game. He has 8 points, 24-19. Again, matching the biggest lead for the Indians with 23 seconds to go. Lions kick it around the perimeter against a man-to-man defense. No shot clock, 15 seconds to go in the half. Long 3 put up and off, no good, as Kobe misses that one. And with 8 seconds left, the Indians will have plenty of time, and this is where we see Wesley Walls excel. Little pull up, and they're going to say hands on the hip, and I think Coach Gerleman was telling them to foul. Great coaching right there. They're not shooting, and now it's a short clock with 2.3 to go.
Yeah, it's wise play, and of course, another wise play by Walls is to give you a little continuation there, and you get 2 free throws.
Little chess match going on, 2.3 to go. Wesley's going to let one fly, and probably going to take a pound dribble. That's going to end the half. 24-19 is your score, and a very good first half. We'll be back with more on Metro Sports TV. We're at halftime. The Indians lead at 24-19. Oh, ouch, that hurt.
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Dimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times can.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you, and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. avera.org/careers.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection, connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications, looking ahead.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
We're at halftime, 24-19. The 10th-ranked Indians lead this basketball game over a hard-playing Central Lyons basketball team. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school sports, streaming across the Midwest, featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and the Lakes region. Always on demand. You can watch these games, football or basketball, or now even wrestling, on whatever device that you may use to stream. You can find Metro Sports TV on YouTube, online at metrosports.tv, or with our tremendous partners, KCAU Channel 9, Sioux City, and Dakota News Now, KFSY Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communications, and on Fox Sports Radio. For the best in live televised high school sports, watch Metro Sports all season long. Take a look at the scoring for the Spirit Lake Indians. Sam Hendrickson, who averages 6 points per game, has 6 with a pair of three-pointers here in the first half. Dylan Stecker with 5 points, averaging 22. He normally gets her rolling in the second half. Wesley Walls, averaging 15 points per game, has 8. Ethan Stecker has 2 points. Bennett Stecker with a big three-pointer has 3 for the Indians, who trailed 11-10 at the end of the first quarter, but now lead by 5, 24-19. For the Lions, they're led by Ephraim Holford. He has 8 points, including a pair of three-pointers. Matthew Elbert has 5 points. Logan Kolb with 2 points. Corey Sirk with 2 points. And Eli Groen, the freshman, with 3 points for the Lions as they trailed 24-19 here at halftime. Make sure you join us tomorrow night at Metro Sports TV, as we'll have East Slamma-Jamma, boy-girl doubleheader against Sergeant Bluff. And then Friday, what a treat we have for you. We'll have number 1 ranked Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln, 16-0 against East Slamma-Jamma. And then Saturday, we'll have even a bigger treat for you, as we'll have the cross-state shootout at West Des Moines Dowling. At noon, we will have Norwalk versus Johnston. At 1:30, we will have number 4 ranked Cedar Rapids Kennedy against number 5 ranked Waukee Northwest. And at the nightcap, or the matinee cap, at 3 o'clock, we'll have number 2 ranked West Des Moines Valley against East Slamma-Jamma, ranked number 8 in Class 4A. Huge triple header on Metro Sports TV on Saturday. Looking forward to that. And please go to Metro Sports TV for all of our scheduling. And tonight you can watch highlights of this game and the exciting girls game that was played prior to this, as KCAU on KCAU Sports Zone at 10:20 with Anthony Mitchell. That's on KCAU Channel 9. We'll be back with the second half. It's 24-19. Spirit Lake leads.
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Bob Rose presents Do You Know Pizza? The exciting trivia game where if you don't know pizza, just wing it. True or false? Romanian Christian Jimitru ate 200 pounds of pizza in a week.
Mamma mia, that's a lot of pizza.
Bob Rose knows pizza, and they know how to feed a hungry family. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken, and more. Bob Rose, where good food and good times gather.
Finding a place to belong is everything. It's where you can make a difference, where you're heard, where you have a team that supports you, and the benefits you deserve. At Avera, you can find that place. You belong at Avera. Apply today. Avera.org/careers.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
At Premier Communications, we're all about connection, connecting you to all the entertainment, work, and family you love with our phone, internet, cable TV, and tech support services. And now, that connection has gotten even faster with internet speeds up to 1 gig. Experience the next level of connection with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call toll-free 800-741-8351. Premier Communications, looking ahead.
Central Bank has been given back to the community since 1877, now in 3 locations in Sioux Falls. Central Bank, a family-owned business that is focused on you. Rob, second half, what do the Lions have to focus on to stay with this Indian basketball team?
I think they just need to work the ball into that high post area. I didn't see a lot of that. I like that high post.
Well, there's a lob and a back screen and a missed dunk by Dylan Stecker, who grabbed the ball. We almost had a double dunk right there that we saw a while back by West Central. And then once he put the ball in the basket, they had to call the technical foul on the hang as Coach Gurleyman was coming out.
We did see a double dunk previously, so that's nothing new at Metro Sports TV, but we sure would like to have seen it again.
So a beautiful play set up coming out of the halftime against the 2-3, but Dylan Stecker couldn't quite get that one down, and they weren't going to let him hang and tip it in. What a great athlete as Cade Lynott, who we saw at West Sioux, another great athlete, did the same thing, but he grabbed it with the other hand and dunked it. Both free throws are good, technical. They'll also get the ball back as Holford puts it in, and just like that, the Lions have a chance to tie it up after the Indians executed a beautiful play. Well, almost executed a beautiful play. They stay in that trap that has been kind of an extended 2-3, Rob. Stepping through and possibly getting away is Cooperschmidt. Drew Cooperschmidt averaging 4 points a game, gets his first basket, and we've got a 1-point game. They go with the lob again to Dylan Stecker. He muscles it up and in. Oh, the up and down, exciting game of Dylan Stecker. Yeah, you just never know.
No, you don't. He's been impressive on the basketball floor. Of course, really impressive on the football field, and some of those catches he was able to pull down. But basketball-wise, he's just got a sense to be around that rim and fine basketball player.
Conventional three-point play that time, and back to a 4-point lead as both the Stecker boys are on the point of that trap at 6'5", and then you've got the long, lanky Cade Lunt playing center field. Pretty effective.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to be in.
Arcing shot is off, no good. Cade Lunt picks up his 5th rebound of the game, and here comes Wesley Walls. Wesley had 8 points in the first half. And Sam Hendrickson will now effectuate the offense from the top of the key. Sam had a couple of three-pointers. Here's Lunt dribbling, looking, nothing there, and they'll swing it back out. Looking for Ethan Stecker inside, or Dylan Stecker inside, and knocked away. So the halftime conversation by Coach Paul Brown is we're going to go into our big fella.
Yeah, and I had thought that Central Lyon needed to go to that high post area. Spirit Lake's really starting to go hard there.
On the out-of-bounds play, little shallow cut by Ethan. He puts his head down, and our Dylan Stecker, and he puts it in. Dylan Stecker now, just like that, has 10, and it's a 6-point lead for the Indians. Central Lyon, and there's a pass stolen. This one's going to come down. Boom! Ethan Stecker with a big dunk. 8-point lead, largest of the night for the Indians. They're going to come up with a loose ball here. Coach Gerleman wants a timeout to get his team to regroup after the big timeout, and dunk by Ethan Stecker gives the Indians their biggest lead of the night right here, Rob, on our Vance Thompson Vision instant replay.
Yeah, he just went up and makes that nice steal, and of course you called it from half court here. This one's going to come down, and it went down.
There wouldn't have mattered if there was 3 Lions up there. He's going to put that down, but I really do like how he gathered himself to put that in. We've seen a couple times where the Stecker boys have gotten in a hurry with the dunk, but this time Ethan said, I'm going to slam it down. 8-point lead, and the extended zone trap going big has helped defensively, and then going big offensively.
Yeah, going in the bigs offensively, and just looking at it, and the coach got together, their staff got together and said they're having trouble stopping Dylan Stecker inside the paint, and at a point of emphasis. And that was going to be one of my keys to Central Lyon getting back in this thing, was to keep the Steckers out of the paint, and so far that hasn't happened.
Well, I think they have forcing Holford to play some defense down there low. And you know, when you focus on playing a lot of defense, it sometimes takes away your offensive. So Coach Brown, maybe you saw that. They said Holford's such an effective offensive player. They said, let's make him work on the defensive end, see what happens.
Yeah, it certainly has worked so far.
So big possession, big defensive possession right here for the Lions to stop this run by the Indians. We'll see what Coach Brown has drawn up again. It's called Ethan Stecker. Let's go to the basket hard. Let's see if they can stop it. And a reach around foul called that time, and Coach Gerleman didn't quite like that because it may have taken a run out away. 3rd personal fouls. They're going to call that on Elbert, and Matthew, who has played very well tonight, picks up his 3rd. They can ill afford to leave him off. Lob goes into Ethan Stecker. He tries to muscle up, but great steal by the Lions as Eli Groen, who's just a freshman. Here's Holford, leaving it short, and saved in bounds by Logan Coe, but fast break. And Wes Walls thought Sam Hendrickson would move to the ball, didn't, and the ball goes out of bounds, and a numbers run out that time. 5-on-4, and the Indians threw it away. You don't like to do that. Staying in that zone, long three from the corner is off, no good. Rebound pulled off as Eric Austin, the freshman, in, as Coach Gerleman's going to go to those long, lanky freshmen, and good no-look pass inside, and turning and scoring is Ethan Stecker. So no doubt about it, Coach Brown says we're going into the big boys.
And making strictly a point to get it in there and work some power moves, and it's paid dividends.
Critical final 4 minutes here in the third quarter if the Lions want to stick around in this basketball game. Another long three, and that'll help. Knocking that one in was Corey Sirk. Coach Gerleman realizes this is a crucial part of the basketball game. He calls a timeout. It's 33-26 when we come back on Metro Sports TV. Good timeout, I like that.
When the thermometer drops or the snow falls, you better come in to Baumgars, where we've got what you need when you need it. Like batteries and booster cables, sand tubes, ice scrapers, and antifreeze to keep you mobile this winter. Baumgars is the place for ice melt and snow blowers, heated pet bowls, and keep you warm clothing, like insulated boots, gloves, coveralls, and coats of all kinds. From the Midwest to the Rockies, when the cold wind blows, Baumgars got you covered.
Tonight's Spirit Lake basketball doubleheader is presented by CF Industries. CF Industries provides clean energy to feed and fuel the world. And if you're looking for your next career, go to cfindustries.com and check out all the occupations and the future you can have at CF Industries. 33-26 is your score. Coach Gerleman understands this stretch of the game is critical, and he called a timeout, which we thought was a great timeout.
Yeah, the excellent time for that. A big three. Now you got to adjust on D.
J.D. Schneider with a rare three, can't hit. And they have Ethan Stecker with a foul. And Ethan said, you know, I only bodied him out of bounds twice. These Stecker boys, what a treat. 33-26 is your score, 4:17 to go. Pat Schultz, Rob Maynard, and Ron Swanson producing for us tonight. It's good to see Ron. Pound per pound, the best football player I ever played with. This guy to my left. Cross-face pass, getting away with it. Hofer dribble drives. This is what you want to see. Rob can't hit. Gets his own rebound. Fighting away, and they're going to call a hold, I believe, on Caden Lunt. As the Spirit Lake fans, including all the little buggers that played at halftime, they didn't like that call.
I'm not sure I did either. The official with Caden Lunt had his back to the official that made that call, and the one right in front of him called a jump ball.
They inbound the ball as Corey Sirk, who is standing right on the end line, knocked it away by Dylan Stecker, and you knew what was going to happen there. So the Stecker boys are doing a little Indian slamma-jamma here, 35-26.
He elevated there and threw that down with authority.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Turnover there as Bennett Stecker, who has been very effective off the bench making plays, gets up there with that 6'4" frame, and right now it's Stecker, and Stecker for the Indians. Here comes Bennett. He has a three-pointer, squares this one up, and he can't get the roll here. Ball knocked around. Cooper Winkle into the game and hustles over. And stepping on the end line will be the Lions, and they'll go back with a wide out-of-bounds play. Watch out for the dunk here, because this is where you can get creative. I love wide side out-of-bounds is underneath.
Yeah, if you got something drawn up, this is a good spot to get it, coming from the left side to the right.
All that spacing, you can set some screens, but the Lions says, you know what, we're going to pack in this zone, and you're not dunking. You might get a three, but you're not dunking. 9-point lead for the Indians. Here's that three, and they gave up, and they got it as Cooper Winkle knocks it in. So Coop knocks in a three, and it's 38-26. The Indians came out of time at halftime, and a nice pass inside as the young sophomore Bennett Stecker got caught going to the high side, and the ball's laid in by Matthew Elbert. And Matthew has 7 on the night. Good to see him back in the game. He picked up a quick third here in the second. Long three put up, rolls out, no good. And rebound off to the Lions. And here they come, trailing by 10. Have trailed since early in the second quarter. 3 off, no good by Holfert. Long rebound picked up by J.D. Snyder. Wesley Walls switches hands and goes in strong with the left. 40-28. 10 for Wesley, averaging 15. 12-point lead for the Indians. Shot clock down to 17, going inside, and foul called that time, and Cooper Winkle as he allowed Drew Kupferschmidt a little too deep that time, and Drew's going to go to the line. 40-28 is your score as the Lions trying to hang on with 1:51 to go here in the third quarter. Be back here Friday night. One of our crews will be back here Friday night. Rob has a terrible assignment, and he's going to have East Slamma-Jamma against #1 ranked Abraham Lincoln at Council Bluffs, and I'll be in Des Moines for the big triple header on Saturday, including #2 West Des Moines Valley against East Slamma-Jamma. So Raz and his Black Raiders will face the #1 and #2 teams in Class 4A on back-to-back nights.
We talked about that. The juggernaut is right here with them right now, and they need to get everybody on all cylinders, and we saw them the other night, and they were really clicking.
Matthew Elbert is having some bad luck as he was called for that foul. Matthew's saying, what'd I do? And I don't blame him. That will be his 4th, and they cannot afford to have Matthew on the bench. Free throw up and good by Dylan Stecker. And Coach Gerliman is giving the stare down to the official because tough call right there. Dylan Stecker knocks in both free throws. He's up to 14 points in this game, averaging 22 on the season. Extended 2-3 trap, jump to the ball, call it what you will, has been effective by the Indians. Kobe, who has a 3, cross-face jump pass by Corey Zirk, goes out of bounds. We don't like jump passes. We don't like cross-face passes, and we really don't like when you combine the two because they end up with turnovers and almost another dunk.
You get in your position where you're the only one thing you can do, and then the defense is able to react.
Indeed. 42-29 as the Indians have been outstanding, and they throw the ball, a little deflection that time by Zirk, and then the ball will go back to the Indians. Long 3 by Bennett Stecker, off, no good. Rebound, J.D. Snyder, little half hook, good.
A nice little rebound there. J.D. Snyder's one of those hard-working kids. Just keeps working around the hole and comes up with a nice board.
That'll end it there. Big 3 right there. Oh, they're going to say 2 as Zirk hits that. He has to be more aggressive offensively. Averaging 12, only his 4th point of the game. He's working extremely hard defensively against Walls, but going to need more out of Corey. 44-32. Coach Brown wants one more shot. We'll see if it happens here at the end of the third quarter, where it has been all Indians outscoring. There's a step, and as we talk about, shoot it before you throw it away, right, Rob? So
yeah, it's one of those deals that sometimes those kids get away with catching the ball, then taking the step, and they don't call it. And this officiating crew is very good, and they're right on top of that one.
Went and watched the nephew in an AAU game this year, and you're correctly right. At the buzzer, blocked away by Bennett. Stecker, what a job by Bennett off the bench. That's going to end the third quarter, a big third quarter for Spirit Lake as they outscored the Lions 20-10. They lead 44-32 when we come back on Metro Sports TV.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Up to your neck and trying to swim through confusing insurance policy choices? Well, before you drown in coverage you don't need, contact Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. Ryan will help you assess your immediate and also long-term needs so you can clearly choose options catered to your home, personal property, or financial future. Contact Ryan and review your coverage today. 605-377-6776. Don't drown in coverage that you don't need. Stay afloat with Allstate agent Ryan Stussy. 605-377-6776.
You can still play it. 44-32 is your score, 20-10 in action like this as the Stecker boys with some runouts and some big slams for that big third quarter for the Indians. Nice action by the Lions as they came out of the timeout looking for a nice set play. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll be inbounded by the Lions as they're going to try to get back in the game. Good hustle that time by Eric Austin, the outstanding freshman. Long three, and a big one right there by Corey Sirk, who we just talked about. Needed to get rolling, and he knocks that one in.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier. He's a good shooter. You got to just get out there and pull up, make some pull-up jump shots.
Down by 9. And we got a travel called that time as Cade Lunt said, doesn't the push count? And official says, nope, gotta hold your ground. We love physical basketball here at Metro Sports TV. 44-35 is your score. Here come the Lions. Three-pointer would go a long way there. Oh, just barely get away with a cross-face pass from the corner, but they did it, and they skip it around. Shot off, no good, off the heel. J.D. Snyder, who had just a big tip in, goes up and clears his 4th rebound of the game. Outstanding hybrid linebacker was J.D. Here's Hendrickson looking for his 3rd three. Why not? Hat trick by Sam. He has 9 points tonight, all on three-pointers. That's going to go a long way in tournament basketball if Sam is a threat from the outside with his inside game of the Indians.
Yeah, if he can keep that going, he's certainly going to open up that inside even more.
Zerk misses that one. Pull-up jump shot off, no good by Eric Austin, one of those outstanding freshmen. Walls pushes. Pull-up off, no good by Ethan Stecker, and Cade Lunt is going to get one of those hard luck fouls. He's had some bad luck with those fouls tonight. That will be his 4th foul, and he's going to go take a little break. Or did they just, was that 5th? They took one off earlier off the score. Did I miss one here? I'm not as good as you as calling a game and keeping stats. You're really good at that.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Like, heck of a lot better than I am. 47-35. Well, right now we'll think it's 4 on Cade Lunt until we're told otherwise. There's a shot, and that one's good by Corey Sirk, and there you go, Rob.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that kid's got a great-looking shot. He's just got to launch it a little bit more.
Yep, shoot that ball, Corey. Stepping through, and chance for a conventional three-point. Coach Curlyman is coming out saying that was NBA continuation. He said he took 4 steps. Don't know about that, but it was good continuation. So to the line will go Dylan Stecker. And he is red hot as he's hit his last 6 free throws. 17 for what certainly will be an all-stater, both football and basketball. Oh, how do you do? Will he get first team? He should. As an offensive foul called as Matthew Albert lost his composure, and that is the 5th foul on Matthew. Sam Hendrickson with a little bit of a dramatic Duke flop, but not quite flop. But he sold it, and that's the 5th foul on Albert. And knocking in a 3-pointer is Sam Hendrickson, who's 4 for 4.
I didn't even look to come out and get on him at all there. He just walked up the floor and put it in the hole.
Well, if you watch early games on film, you probably would have let him have that shot. They're not going to be doing that now. Zach Drenth, the big guy, puts it in at 6'4", junior. Long 3 by Dylan Stecker, and he can hit those. Over 40% on the season. He has 20, and it's 56-39. Just takes the Stecker boys a little time to warm up, and then they just take off.
Yeah, then they start sticking it to you and on all sides of the court, including the defensive side.
Long 3 off, weak side rebound pulled off by Hendrickson, and he's going to push it up. But if I'm Sam, I'm looking to launch it. And pull up off, no good by Dylan Stecker, who one more basket, and he matches his season average at 22 points a game. Sideline break, step through, nothing there. Off to Cirque, who we want to shoot. Long 3 put up. Off the heel was Eli Groen, the freshman who has a 3-pointer, and grown he will once he grows. He looks like he's going to be about 6'5", just a freshman. Eli Groen. Keep that name in your archives. Something tells me he's going to be a pretty good player. On the trap, foul called on Wesley Walls. Spirit Lake versus Esterville on Friday. That'll be a good one. Of course, Donnie Martindale looking to get his team another state championship, another trip to state. Of course, the Haley Stokes, the All-Stater, playing well today, and see what Claire Turner and the Spirit Lake girls can do. That'll be a big game on Friday night. A lot of big basketball games on Friday night.
It'll be a big battle over here, and you got to get Claire Turner some open looks, because 3-ball wasn't falling tonight, but she can certainly shoot it.
And she plays hard throughout the whole game, doesn't she? Wesley Wall should be a little half step. I'll never forget that time up at Western Christian when that elderly man, elderly young, that didn't make sense, but the elderly man, remember that when he came up, he goes, "What do you guys call that little step they're doing?" And he said, "We call it the Euro step." And he says, "Over all of Europe?" He did not like that.
No, a lot of older generational don't. Probably one of the reasons I don't like it is probably because I couldn't do it.
Imagine if you could. Yeah. You got called for traveling there if you got on your tippy toes. Back in our day, ball goes out of bounds and back the other way as the game's slipping away for Coach Gerleman. But no doubt we'll have better days. Outstanding coach, an outstanding program. It's one of those years. It happens. And their schedule does them no favors.
Now you can see him get a little tired here late in the game. I didn't see it there, but.
High post, backdoor cut. Walls goes up. Holford says, "You won't have to eat your Jimmy Johns, Wesley, for tonight." As riding out of bounds is Sam Hendrickson, who has really started to be aggressive with ball. Happened about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's really coming on.
Yeah, it's really started to improve as the season's gone on. Of course, his shooting's really gotten well. Of course, tonight he's shooting high percentage shots tonight.
He's passed a few up. There's a little lob on the inbound play. Going up, they're going to call foul underneath on the Lions as just a little slip screen. by Dylan Stecker, and with that athletic ability, here, go get it. And they do that.
Yeah, and he's able to go up there and get it. He's so quick off the floor that he's able to pull it down. You can't react on defense quick enough to give a position.
We saw that in football, that great go-get-it touchdown late in the half against Cherokee in the football playoffs. 17 touchdown receptions. Holy smokes, 17 catches for touchdowns. That's something else. Free throw. Foul called on Ethan Stecker, and they will not, no, they got to count the basket. Free throw's good, it's just a foul violation as the free throw's up. So 22 points now for Dylan Stecker, and here's Wesley Walls with a steal. Gonna go up and lay it in. And the Indians are starting to roll. Down, up by 5 at half. 20-10 third quarter. And here in the fourth quarter, as you said, Rob, this young Central Lyon team just simply ran out of gas.
Yeah, they did. You could see it on the defensive end. They just sagging back too much, and Spirit Lake making them play from the outside.
Holford has been very quiet as this extended zone has had a lot of effect. Playing man-to-man now are the Indians, but that extended zone took Holford out of the game with those big people up front. Took the vision away from the guards with those big people, and they had to play catch on the perimeter mainly. Couldn't go inside of the big guy.
Yeah, it certainly makes a difference when you got long arms and strength on the outside.
Ethan Stecker makes a little spin move and foul called. So team foul 5, so we'll have 2 free throws right here. Go to Metro Sports TV, YouTube. Give us a follow, and Twitter as well, Facebook, do all that good stuff. You can also find Metro Sports TV on Twitter Live, which I find out a lot of people are using.
Yeah, it's something I didn't even know about till about a month ago.
No, my son told me about it. In this summer, he says, you need to put that on Twitter Live. I said, well, what is it? Good idea, kid. Free throw off, no good.
Suppose he wants royalty money for that.
Oh, yeah.
Finder's fee.
He wants money, and it doesn't matter what, royalty or Venmo or whatever. 63-39 is your score. 2 minutes to go in the game as Coach Brown and his Indians will go to 14-3. Ball pulled up short a little bit. That fatigue we talked about setting in. And Coach Brown is going to probably take a sub timeout, as he's a gentleman he is. He's going to get his reserves in, so they're going to get some possessions. Here's J.D. Snyder putting up a wild half hook by J.D. So he wants to score because he saw the reserves coming in.
Had a nice move there. He just lost control on the way up and tossed it off window.
There's Cirque, skip pass. Holford's 3, and he deserves that. He's played really hard tonight. And the big fella gets his 13th point of the game, his third three-pointer. Quick timeout. They want the subs to come in, so both coaches, outstanding as they are and class act, to get those kids in. As we start the February stretch run, Rob.
Yeah, we're winding her down. Tournament basketball just around the corner, and some great matchups coming up in the postseason, no doubt about it.
Oh boy, 63-42 is your score here. And it'll be interesting, always interesting with pairings. And I got an email today. We'll have a basketball postseason preview on KCAU Channel 9. Yours truly and Anthony Mitchell, unless you want to do it.
Congratulations to you.
Oh, I'm past my prime. I shouldn't be on live TV. 63-42 is your score, but looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun as we review the matchups, not just in Northwest Iowa, but statewide. So we'll see how wrong I can be on my predictions. I do like this Spirit Lake basketball team, though. Shot off no good, especially if Sam Hendrickson is hitting threes.
Yeah, it really opens up that inside interior, and Really got to focus on all facets of the game defensively. It's a tough feat.
Shot off, no good. 14-3, the Indians will go. Coach Gurleyman's team will regroup, and you never know, you can get hot in the tournament. And yeah, some good players, and they're certainly well coached. Shot off, no good, and this will be possibly the last possession of the game. As a little sideline jump pass, and chance for a dunk here for Bennett Stecker, and next year for Bennett.
I bet he can do it this year. It's just going to be next game.
Next game, indeed. Final score, the Indians win at 63-42. Thank you for joining us on Metro Sports TV, and thank you to all the tremendous advertisers who make these games possible. Thank you to Bound, Sioux City Journal, and KCAU for all their statistical informative assistance. Join us tomorrow night as we'll have East Slamma Jamma doubleheader against Sergeant Bluff. And then Friday night, we'll be back here for the Indians versus Esterville. Those should be an outstanding doubleheader. Rob will have Abraham Lincoln ranked #1 against East Slamma Jamma. And then Saturday, we'll have the West Des Moines Valley Shootout, a big triple header on Metro Sports TV from West Des Moines. Please join us for that. Please follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and on our website, Metro Sports TV, for all of our scheduling, our features, and our players of the game. And remember, you can rewatch these games on demand at Metro Sports TV. Each and every game, we do bring you the Wall of Fame player of the game. Many to choose for the Indians tonight, as they played very well, but I think Sam Hendrickson in those three-pointers is our player of the game.
That's a good choice. Sam really opened it up on the inside, and of course they were looking to pound it down in the second half. That was Coach Brown's plan, was to go inside and really opened up Sam on the outside, and he knocked him down and just really hurt the Lions.
When you watch film before the tournament on those Indians, that will open any coach's eye. 63-42, your final score. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Once again, your final score, the Indians go to 14-3 on the season. Big win here over Central Lyon tonight. We'll be back here Friday night for the Indians versus ELC. That should be an outstanding doubleheader in front of a big crowd. Once again, your final score, 63-42. Take care, everybody.